Anyway, on March 28th, 2013, I moved into 908 South Miller Street, Wenatchee, Washington, 98801. And I've been living there ever since. The problem is that since this is kind of like an unofficial residence, I mean, I live with somebody. That means I don't pay rent. I just, like, perform services. Right. Anyway, so, but, you know, it is a house. It's an actual house. It's a nice house. The realtor said, you know, Hannah, I really want you to live here and be comfortable because this house is in my list of properties I need to sell. And the problem is we have vandals. If somebody's in the house, they could watch to make sure nobody hurts the house, damages the house, invades the house, burns down the house especially, or uses drugs in the house, which of course would cause the house to be seized and sold by the Department of Justice. So you stay here. You stay here and be comfortable. You have the key. You have the utilities already on. You have cable. You have a television. You have a bed. You know, obviously it's not a very good bed, but still, it's a bed. Just be comfortable. Be happy. You know, and if you want to if you want to leave once in a while, don't be gone too long. I mean, I imagine 3 days would be maximum. I don't want you to be gone more than 3 days. 2 days would be okay. 3 days, borderline. So, anyway. I know you have appointments in Seattle, the VA. And I know you have a surgery scheduled on April 25th. And that's okay. But I just make sure you come back. And remember, the best way to go is train and take a taxi to the house. I mean, you could wait around and figure out some other way, but Apple Valley Taxi Service, which of course you're familiar with, is very efficient, and they only have one taxi, but they're very cheap, but they're very convenient. And I happen to know someone who works for them. So anyway, you just stay there. And don't worry about people bullshitting you about, you know, you're not being allowed to stay there. I'm telling you can stay there. I'm the realtor. I own the property until I sell it to somebody. Well, not actually own it. I have control over the property, let's say. It's my responsibility to safeguard the property until such time as I can find a buyer and sell it. Now, once I find a buyer, then you will have to move. But I have to find a buyer who's willing to pay the price that the seller wants, and the seller unfortunately wants a fairly sizable sum. Evidently, they have a lot of back taxes they owe, and anyway, they're trying to do some kind of deal with the IRS. So anyway, that's all. That's all I can say. Anyway, so Lynn, just let me ask you this. Lynn. All right, Lynn, what's your last name? Hamlin. Lynn Hamlin. All right, Lynn, what realty company do you work for? I'm an independent realtor. That means people come to me when they have special circumstances.
The world? Dance for the world?
Oh, wow, look, there's a pig. See the pig? Isn't the pig beautiful? It's a pig. Oh my God, they have serious pie too. Wow, this is a new serious pie. Well, I just went by the serious pie. Isn't that nice? So anyway, I don't know. But I'm telling you something. It don't matter that I live in a nice house. I live in Wenatchee, and that I can prove it. Because technically I can't prove it. Because I don't own the house. I don't lease the house. I live in the house with the permission of the person authorized to control the house, not the actual owner, but the agent for the owner, i.e. a realtor named Lynn Hamlin. Anyway, but the fucking VA, they don't give a shit. So anyway, they're never going to give me travel again, ever. I told them to go fuck themselves. Of course, they could probably do. All they have to do is, you know, I mean, assuming you're a male, which of course, that's pretty much, of course, describes a lot of people. All they have to do, listen, I'm going to tell you how to do it. All right. The man that told me I need all this goddamn shit, I'm telling you how to fuck yourself. All you got to do is take your dick out of your pants. Hold the dick as far away as you can. Pull on it. You get worked up. Then put a rubber put a rubber hose on it. Anyway, and grease it up with some KY jelly or something, maybe just butter. And then find your ass. Bend over, find your ass and shove the hose up your goddamn ass. Your dick will follow. Suitably, your dick will follow. And then you'll be fucking yourself in the ass. And then you'll have fulfilled prophecy. Because I always said the VA should fuck themselves. And you being the VA, well, you're going to fuck yourself. I'm ordering it. I herewith order the VA to fuck themselves in the ass. Anyway, and you'll like it. And you probably go home and say, "Hey, Daddy, I got something to fuck myself in the ass with. Oh, isn't that wonderful?" Yeah, that's what you'll do. You and Dad. You know Dad is, don't you? I'm signing off.